today, so I'm just going to dive right into deck tech and start playing some games while we chat. We're starting off with some Viktor Riven this morning, two brand new champions from the latest card drop that work very well together. So Viktor has the augment ability, which means whenever you play a created card, he gets +1 attack. Also has that round start create a hexacore upgrade, so he is self-enabling. Hexacore upgrade gives your Viktor a random keyword. He levels when you've played 8+ generated cards, and then his leveled mode gets a little bit bigger and makes all of your created cards cost 1 less. We're pairing this with Riven, who also generates cards using the Reforge mechanic. So Reforge says, when you Reforge, create a random blade fragment, you still need to restore the blade. And the blade fragments are these 1-cost burst speed spells that either give 2 attack, overwhelm, or quick attack, and then when you've played all of them, it reforges the blade to exile here, which gives you 2 attack, overwhelm, and quick attack permanently. Riven's leveled mode doubles the power that she gets the first time each turn. So if you level Riven up and then put the blade on her, she becomes an 8/5 with overwhelm and quick attack, which closes games out incredibly quickly. The rest of this deck is basically the kind of packages surrounding those cards. We've got Ballistic Bot and Nyandroid here as other augment cards. We've got Blade Squire, Rune Reaver, Weapon Hilt as extra Reforge cards. And then just good interaction with things like Aftershock and Mystic Shot and Noxious Guillotine. So let's go ahead and dive on into some games here with this and see how this one feels here today. Hey Bob. I hope you get some rest. I'm glad you enjoyed the Final Fantasy 7 live video. That was good. I enjoyed that one a lot. We're gonna be back at that one tonight. We're definitely gonna do a full let's play of that one, I think. Brainiac, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good morning. Leona Diana. So the Shadow Isles Splash, there was a build of this that did well in the seasonal tournament that was basically a Daybreak Nightfall deck with an Atrocity Splash. I'm gonna go ahead and mulligan Captain Fair on here, keep the rest of these reasonable curve, I think. Yeah, I got it, Titan. Hey, and perfect. So we get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, curving right on out the door. I got that list added to the queue.
And here's where I'd paint my constellation.
They call me Bachelor because I just graduated uni. Congrats, Space 4.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in me boots.
I'm cold, I'm hungry, and there's rocks in me boots. Does Blade Squire live in 2020? Because it sounds like his life just isn't working out, which is pretty 2020, Chad.
Humanity is obsolete.
It's my time.
Can I paint you?
Okay, so like this trade here is I think okay with that. It kind of feels bad a little bit, but getting to trade 1-for-1 for a Pale Cascade, they did not get to trigger their Nightfall there. It feels pretty reasonable.
Serve the greater good.
Yeah, all created cards from the alternate art cards are also alternate art. What's up, child? Are you in your cute pajamas?
Yeah?
Yeah. I hope I want to attack Riven into the Otter. I guess I'm not. I have my other elusive, so I have a decision to make. I could attack Riven in, and then I need to decide, do I want to play Nyandroid or do I want to play Viktor? I think I do want to offer this trade here. I guess if they have another Pale Cascade, I get blown out.
Yeah, you have 17 and they have 19.
Hold
That
still.
means they have 3 more health with this year.
I think I want to just get Viktor going here. So Viktor creates hexacores every single turn. So if I play Viktor out here, next turn I can go Nyandroid plus hexacore, trigger the augment.
What health did you?
2 more health,
Know
buddy.
your path, or the mountain changes.
The future is steel and science.
So they have 2 more health than you.
They do.
If you take them down 3, they'll be one number higher
A young recall once gazed upon these
and
stars.
by your things and your numbers.
That is really good. So, I think we actually...
They're right above.
I think we hexacore here, actually. So that way, if they challenger either of these, we get to kill this with Mystic Shot. And they're only on 1 resource, so that should be lethal. Or enough to kill this, I should say, not lethal. All their tricks cost 1 more. And then we get to bank some spell mana here, which actually lines up really well. We're going up to 6 mana next turn, so next turn I can actually go Nyandroid, double Blade Fragment to kick these up to 3 power, and we can attack into their elusive. And then we're kind of at parity on board, which is nice, because we have this Captain Baron in hand still. Let's see what they have to play out for their 6 mana, I suppose, though.
Behold me now, hairless apes! Unyielding life!
Hey, happy birthday, Silence.
Exalt me like the god I am! Meow!
Meow! Meow! I think I want to attack in here.
I've licked my...
I sense their power.
The color is off!
Yeah, definitely Lego Arf. Yeah, tier 3s can add specific decks or build arounds, and they go into the queue with 30 points, so they get played pretty quickly. We do the second Pale Cascade here. Now, I'm expecting Atrocity out of them on their Shadow Isle Splash, so I probably want to be a little bit conservative with how I'm blocking early here.
It's just accidental art.
One of our better draws at this point would be Rummage, especially paired with this Jump Ball.
Nimble and quick the trickster is.
Yeah, tier 3s get some extra value on their thing. So for a $25 sub, you get to add a deck with 30 points each month. So what you're putting in comes up pretty quickly. I think I'm just aftershocking the elusive. Again, want to prioritize keeping my life total high here.
Carry your own gear. A cargo!
Hey, there's the rummage we're looking for. I'll end this. Nice silence, slow and steady.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Go ahead and level Riven here, I think, and attack.
No turning back now. I am reformed.
Do I offer this trade? I don't think so.
Back, heretic.
They don't want to trade here. Interesting. Well, that's an incredible draw. That's a pretty good one. Explains why they jumped.
Risen through battle.
Excuse you.
Yeah, well, I mean, so there's a good chance they play Star Shaping in their deck, so I feel like this is going away, so I can just, actually, I should rummage discarding that, right? Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, I'm not even sure that I'm supposed to go for the Decimates next turn. Did they discard a Star Shaping earlier? Yeah, they totally did. Alright, so I think with them having discarded a Star Shaping, I'm supposed to wait. E-Germ, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now.
The power of the immortal sun. Behold the divine power of the sun.
Morning, Hamblin.
Glorious light rains down.
Safety disengaged. Join the glorious evolution. The flesh bags will bow, great maker.
Put the swords of Zoe Lux build around. Thank you for the very generous tier 3 Leg Arf. I would be super happy to get that into the deck cube. Alright, so each of these are going to give this +3 attack. Obviously, only this one will be permanent, though. We can dodge a Hush, we can dodge a Ball here. So the opponent's deck plays Star Shaping, so I think I'm better off playing to the board here, in case they have a way to heal.
Can you improve perfection? Always forward.
Ever vigilant.
Feels bad, man.
My work. Safety disengaged.
Clad in shining sunlight. Behold the sun's holy light.
System upgrade.
What you looking for?
Taking...
Scorching light.
Oh, we're actually dead to Atrocity, huh? Maybe I should have,
Don't be calling no enforcers.
Maybe I should have gone for the Decimates last turn. Just to play around Star Shaping and get got by Atrocity.
Humanity is obsolete. Safety disengaged.
Jotra with the absurd tip. For many and more, it has been a rough year. Hoaglandia is where we go for laughter and cheer. Jeff used to play Magic, but now he plays LOR, and in variety streams, Jeff plays so much more. Thank you for your absurd generosity. I really appreciate that. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning, afternoon, night, wherever you're at. Thanks for the support. They had the Star Shaping we played around. We still have them dead here. They did not have it all. They did not have the Atrocity here. So if they don't peel Atrocity, they're dead. With exactly 10. It was $100 and a poem.
Safety disengaged.
I'm still learning when to sequence the Viktor emote properly. Do you think that was correct? There's supposed to be part 2 to the poem, but I guess it didn't go through. Oh, it must have gotten clipped on the comment, Jotra. You can feel free to post it in chat. Twitch chat has a pretty long character limit. Does anyone put Viktor Draven into the queue? They've not, dude. Light. You sent in a donation the other day. Do you want me to add it for that one? Bye, Viktor. I'm gonna mulligan the Mystic Shot, keep the Reforge idiots.
I hope that was mud.
Are you sure you don't just want more money? I mean, if you wanted to send more money, you could put it to the very top of the queue. And we'll play it tomorrow or Sunday. I'm not sure if I'm playing, so tomorrow afternoon I'm playing in the LPP tournament. Runeweaver's art is gorgeous like most of this game. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing viewer decks tomorrow, but definitely back on Sunday.
Safety disengaged.
Hey, sounds good, Milo.
Behold me, how hairless apes.
I think I actually want a Chem Punk here, so this way I could have a decent open attacks next turn. Although I guess if I Chem Punk, they're probably going to do this, and then this trades into this. I think I'm pretty okay with that trading in, though.
I got the kids.
Can you improve perfection? Hey, take it to the gun show. System upgrade.
Smells like opportunity.
Jotra, you're absurd. For many and more, it's been a rough year. Hoaglandia is where we go for laughter and cheer. Jeff used to play Magic, but now he plays LOR, and in variety streams, Jeff plays so much more. And sometimes had screaming kids or mispronunciation, but his streams are so good, Jeff deserves compensation. So thank you, Jeff, for all you do and all you've done. Merry Christmas, Hoaglandia, and happy 2021. Thank you for your absurd generosity, Jotra. I hope you're having a... Wait, did they trade... They traded for the elusive? Huh. Alright, well, I think we're definitely murdering this if they think it's important enough to keep around, huh? Especially with this play. Like, giving them an extra blocker, or giving them... killing their thing that they want to support seems good. Hey, Spartan, thank you for the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Okay, so this thing's gonna go up to a 4. So I think we drop the Sump Dredger here. So we can go ahead and trade with this. If they want to attack in, we'll go block. We'll give a bunch of gems and an empty hand.
Gems are superb, but bad for the teeth, though.
And, like, their attack here actually isn't very good now, right? Because they attack, I clear their board, their hand overfills, and then I get to start my turn and open with the Chempunk attack. Yeah, like, this attack seems really bad. They're gonna go to 6 gems in hand, and then they burn their card next turn. Yeah, they don't even get a thing with the goat. Yeah, just incredible value here.
What do we get?
Hey, rummage to pair with my Chump Wump, I'll take it. I think we want to start on Viktor here. So that way we can get...
Wrecking crew.
That's scary. Alright, with that play, I think we lead on Chump Wump.
Tell me mask, secure me tail, start the day.
And then we'll bank some spell mana here. And we can go Riven Viktor this turn.
This.
They're gonna pump this up to level it. That makes sense.
That's how we do it.
Just borrow it.
Join the glorious evolution with utmost efficiency.
I've not played any created cards yet for this. This Rummage is a created card, which is sweet because Chempunk made it. Huh. I guess that just happens. Yeah, it was made. Any card can be a created card so long as it didn't start in your deck. So because Chempunk made this, it's a created card. Alright, I think we're just holding on to the Rummage for now, because our play next turn is definitely Captain Pharaon, right?
Genius in action. Out of my way.
Am I at 10 cards? I am at 10. Okay, so we're going to need to Rummage this turn so we don't burn what we draw next turn.
Yes, of course. Genius in action.
Pharaon is here to end this, chat.
Enter, traveler, and stop staring.
Bring it.
No, I think we just attack proactively here and try and force their Vi off the table.
Genius.
Looking to fade Lifesteal on here.
Completing completed.
Fury, deal. Oh, I had a +2 attack, didn't I? Yeah, that was probably right to spend this to push damage there. I need to remember to be more conscious of what my blade fragments are doing. That's a good suggestion. Alright, so we have 12, 14, 17 in hand. I think this turn is just double Decimate. Just like make them have healing. Because with this play, with the Decimate there, they now need to, if they hit Lifesteal off this, they also need to have another card that heals.
Go, floaty crystals.
Always forward.
Alright, well they didn't have a way to give this Overwhelm, so that's good for us.
Is that all you got?
Yeah, and most Overwhelm cards in these regions are slow, so... And like, even if my opponent's able to heal here, like, it's my turn next turn, I have 9 points in my hand, so even if they survive this Decimate somehow... Morning, Mr. Missouri. Sleepy Bear, thanks for the follow. Good morning and welcome to the channel. Been jamming Zoe Die and it feels really solid. Sweet. I think I was playing some Zoe off stream last night after, because I'm a total degenerate. So after I finished playing Final Fantasy last night and uploaded my YouTube stuff, I definitely played some Runeterra off stream. I think I'm playing Zoe Fizz as my third deck in the tournament lineup for tomorrow. King KY, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good morning. Again, I'm gonna play Swain Leona, Ezreal Elise, and Zoe Fizz. We started the Final Fantasy VII remake on stream last night. Yeah, it's actually my first time I've ever played a Final Fantasy game, and it was really fun. The characters seem well written, and the graphics are gorgeous. It's a pretty recent remake, like came out less than a year ago on the PlayStation. I think we mulligan these two, looking for cheaper things on Curve here.
To serve the greater good.
I think Viktor's probably the least... I think Viktor's probably the most difficult character of the new champions to build. Alright, so I have a decision to make here. So, Riven... They're probably gonna stun whatever I play anyway, so it's kind of appealing to play this to try and open on attacks. But there's a good chance they stun or kill this anyways in their Noxious Iona deck, so I think we just play Riven so we can get that Blade Fragment when we gain the attack token here. Where you find the Zoe Fizz deck we're talking about. You can find 100% of the things I've streamed on my channel on youtube.com/Jeff Hoagland. The highlights channel is just one deck per day. The other one posts absolutely everything though. Did it feel good on the PS5? Yeah, the controls felt really good. Did I get quick attack? I did not get quick attack. Rude. Let's play Viktor and see what they do. If you've played Transistor before, the Final Fantasy VII is this a really neat mix of turn-based and real-time combat kind of blended together. It feels very, very similar to the Super Giant game Transistor in a good way. Yep. So Yasuo, every time they stun something, he gets to strike it for 2, so that's gonna die.
Another brilliant design.
Yeah, I went for the active battle mode, which is actually it's kind of like a blend between it's a blend between active battle and like still some turn-based stuff, which I really liked. Well, that's rude.
It must be done.
Oh, and I can't block here because of Resonating Strike, right? So I just need to click OK. I do at least get ticket value out of this Hex Core upgrade by something it.
You name it, I'll nick it.
That's unfortunate.
Sharing is caring.
Okay, I think we need to kill this idiot before he can kill any more of my stuff, huh?
I write the rules of power. Jordan. You lack substance.
I'm pretty happy with trading these boards off. I'm gonna wait on the guillotine on this because if we draw like a rummage here, we can then rummage the fleeting one away, which is perfect.
Glory, courage, excuses for war.
I got ways to find me mushrooms.
We could see them like concussive palm this here to try and push damage with this.
I face my fate. Your turn.
This is a lot of damage. 8 here. Hopefully they don't have much reach outside of boat.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now. Primed and ready.
I guess if I Baron, I'm going to overdraw here, but I think that's correct. Oh, I only get 1 decimate. Maybe I was supposed to not discard my fleeting card, so that way I was supposed to not discard my fleeting card, so I get 1 more decimate this turn. Is very possible.
Safety disengaged. Join the glorious evolution. The flashbacks will bow, great maker.
That's so unfortunate. I give it +1/+1 in response here, but not enough to get out of Culling Strike range.
Humanity is obsolete.
Yeah, we have a lot of just stuff in our hand. Our opponent didn't have a boat this turn, so feeling pretty okay about our position. Third Culling Strike's the charm.
My future. Can you improve perfection? Rise, metal brethren.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that statement, Violet Journey. Your hand is a resource you have to manage, and I think it's great. So this will put me to 8 cards. This will put me to 7 cards, so I'll get 3 decimates here. Juka! Just want to say how much I appreciate advertisements that actually make me want to use the product that's being advertised instead of pushed away. Riot somehow does it better than any other company I've seen. I agree. And to be fair, I do think part of why Riot's marketing is so good is because they're given the freedom to be able to market in a way that's good for people. Like, I think a lot of other companies tie the hands of their employees based on decisions that their executives make to maximize profits. So I think we go quick attack. I think we just like full blade this here, right? Just like attack with 2 giant overwhelm idiots. Opponent just call it a quits. Fair. Yeah, that's actually a really good point, Silence. The way the hand size works in this game, where it's a hard cap instead of making you discard at end of turn, actually increases the rate of play because you don't have to make a decision at the end of turn. You make your decisions in advance, which is a really neat way to think about it that I hadn't really put those pieces together before. Well, I think there's a chance we might be rummaging what are both Pharaohs this game, chat. Small chance it might be correct to rummage the Pharaohs away.
This land is ours.
I think I actually need to rummage now, looking for a 2-drop or a Mystic Shot. Yeah, I think it's got to be the Pharaohs. Rough. Probably did here, actually. I don't know. We're gonna be able to recover from a hit from 6 here on 2. Yeah, yikes. Alright, I'll play a Riven, but
We must learn to
ain't looking good for our hero.
Coming in hot!
They'll never see it coming. No looking back.
Yeah, it's like going to 7 here. Just beyond dead. Yeah, I really needed to hit one of our like 8 2-drops. So we have 2 Mystic shots and then 6 2-drop units we could have hit on turn 2. And if we would have hit any of those to like deal with one of their attackers, then we'd have been okay. Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to rummage before I take the hit, hoping to peel Mystic Shot like that. That could definitely be correct. Yeah, we're at a virtual 5 with our deck's full of overwhelm units.
Smell that barg? Fear.
Fear. I mean, I actually really like decks like the all-out burn deck being reasonable. I think having decks that mean you can't just dirtle into. I know some games like this feel bad, but I think you could also make the argument that like I'm supposed to mulligan against this deck knowing it's an aggro deck. I'm supposed to only keep 1 3-drop in my opener there. I think is a very real argument to be made.
Try me. Sure about that?
No, this isn't a burn deck, but it's still an aggressive deck. And I actually think the aggressive decks in this game are a lot better in terms of counterplay coming from other games like Magic, because you know their aggro decks before you start, so you get to mulligan appropriately. So like I can look back at this game and like if this was a game like Magic, I'd be like, oh, there was nothing I can do. But in this game, because I know what archetype my opponent is playing when the game starts, I can look back and go, I probably should have mulliganed more aggressively. I was not a fan of the Riven Scouts deck yesterday, Anattack. As a heads up, Anattack, at the end of every single one of my deck videos, there's a short 2 to 3 minute wrap-up segment. So even if you don't have time to watch a full hour or hour and a half long video segment on my Archives YouTube channel, you can always open a video and click to the end and get my kind of concise thoughts on if it felt good, what I might improve, if I'd play the deck some more, etc. Vlad. Yeah, probably Scargrounds. Keep Weapon Hilt with Chempunk. This lets Weapon Hilt lets most of my idiots trade up into Vlad, which seems good. Yeah, that's actually very true what Darehulk said there. Control decks having to respect aggro means mid-range has a better chance against control. That's a really, really good kind of generic, true observation about how metagames work.
Your path ends here.
Pretty happy just trading off early and often here. You get to curve Riven into Viktor here. Sounds wonderful.
I was born in battle and raised by war.
You know what? If we put them on Scargrounds and we did when we looked at their champions, maybe I should have kept my Aftershock to destroy this.
With utmost efficiency.
Utmost efficiency. Yeah, leave something close to it.
Take you.
I might try a couple of...
No turning back now.
I might try a couple of new ideas from the new set, but the core of the list are my site for sure. And the Ezreal Elite deck I plan to play is the Go Ezreal deck in the mid-range section up there.
Dance in the flames.
Forcing a trade with this while they have Skargons in play is really good for us here, so... Oh, well that's not really good for us. That's really bad. Well then. Well, shoot.
I don't carry change.
You still cling to flesh and fur?
Even the greatest mind likes pets.
They all scream.
Clumsy design.
I dream of Vlad being reasonable. I don't know about reasonable, but it's definitely popular. We played against the opponent's archetype a bunch yesterday.
Take from the rich, give to me.
Let us get going.
Just gonna attack for one here.
Witness perfection, meatbags.
What did transfusion cost one? Transfusion would be really obnoxious at one.
Can you improve perfection?
The Final Fantasy remake was really good last night. We're gonna be playing it some more this evening.
Brothers born from battle.
You're neat.
Need. Just another winter.
I think I want to get Riven down here so she can get reforging.
First we fight. Have you met my shield?
No more hesitation.
Good luck. Have fun.
Good luck.
Moonlight smells blood.
It's not me. It's you.
Aye, excuse you. What's that you got there? Don't mind me.
No looking back.
Okay. This could have gone worse, I think.
Cargo. Mother.
Play this out before we're gonna get to forge the blade next turn. They could have had transfusion. Yeah, but I mean, like, their board's just so wide there. I feel like we're in a need to call position basically. We could potentially kill them here, right? So for 6 mana, or sorry, it's only 5 mana actually, because I already played one of the blade fragments, right?
You'll find me. I've licked my wounds too long.
Even shattered hearts mend in time.
potential.
So this puts her to 8. It's the first time she's getting buffed this turn. Then I can attack with all of these, and these mushrooms boost both of these by 2 more, because these are created cards. It could have also been right to play this out. Deal 1 to an ally and 4. Deal 1 to an ally and then an enemy 4 times.
System malfunction.
System meow function.
Of the future.
What's up?
So these aren't lethal, so I think we just click OK to be able to play these after an android or filter them to some treasure.
System upgrade.
Raul Jambon, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Good morning.
Kneel before me.
Okay, so leveled Vlad here means they can gain some life back this turn. I'm gonna go ahead and drop down Blade Squire. I'm expecting Braum to trade with Riven here. I think I'd actually like to discard the Blade Fragment here, because I'd rather have this deal 1.
My shield is my sword.
Braum is nowhere near leveling, and his level up just doesn't really do a whole lot either, right? Braum was really, really unimpressive when we played Stargrounds yesterday. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Brothor. Yeah, I think that's my favorite of the Zoe decks I've played so far, is the Fizz Zoe list.
Let's see what they're made of.
Except for the one I've been having the most fun with.
This is fun, yes?
This is fun, yes.
Bottoms off.
Is that all you got?
Behold me now, hairless apes.
I'm ready. Join me if you want to live.
Yeah, I could do Sajani. Trundle could also be good. Just having Regenerate seems powerful there.
How marvelous.
Can you improve perfection?
I write the rules of power.
In the War Mother's name.
If it scars you, see.
Yes. So Shillionaire only costs 999,992 points to redeem now, because basic trickle-down Shillonomics dictates that every time a new person achieves Shillionaire, it becomes easier for the next pleb to pull themselves up by their bootstraps and also become a Shillionaire.
Can you improve perfection? I'm ready.
What do you expect me to do, chat? Miss a chance to bag on capitalism here? I saw a comment on Reddit that said when you're playing Viktor, this screen should say V-I-K, Victory, and I definitely think that that's a change Riot needs to make happen. I feel like my Runeterra experience would be better if that screen said Victory with a K when I'm playing Viktor. Riven, Lee Sin, Boo. Good 1-2-3 curve here. The opponent's deck has been the opponent's deck has felt like a better, more efficient version of Lee Sin combo from a couple seasons ago, and it's real obnoxious. It's very difficult to interact with. I'm not quite at the auto scoop to Lee Sin phase like I was 2 patches ago, but Honestly, part of me hopes that this deck is busted, so that way they finally adjust Lee Sin in a way that makes him less offensive.
Is that all you got?
These hands know metal and magic. We each hold a world within.
Yeah. The Reforge mechanic gives the opponent's deck really consistent access to be able to combo kill with Lee Sin efficiently. Definitely taking any opportunity we can get to just 1-for-1 murder a River Shaper before it gets to snowball and draw a bunch of cards.
Flesh is a weakness we must shed. Metal is perfection.
Do they have, are they Ravenous Flock? Are they about to flock my Viktor, chat? It's pretty good.
To serve the greater good.
Huh, I think I'm just bidding. I have 2 guillotines. Double guillotine's probably not necessary. I'm gonna keep the blade fragment for now because we might punk them out with this Night Android down the line. Could be route to victory here.
Your fate was written.
You name it, I'll nick it. Now there is no prey to stop.
Meow! Meow! Meow!
Force is meaningless without skill.
A pleasure to see you, Master.
You'll find you a formidable foe. Without pause.
So, I think we Mystic Shot this, so that way we can guillotine it next turn, potentially. He says before getting notified or denied. That's another thing that feels real bad. The fact that they, like, the least interactable combo kill in this game is in the region that gets counter spells is extra rough. So, like, it's already tough to interact with, and then it's in the region that makes it even tougher.
Enter your spirit.
Born in Dark. To my credit, I do try and pronounce words that are real words correctly whenever possible.
The power of progress.
What is gained when we return malevolence?
You'll find you a formidable foe. A masterpiece. The power of progress.
Alright, cat, suit up. We're going in, chat. Alright, well, they drew deny for the turn. Oh, yeah, maybe I should do these backwards. Oh, no!
The color is off. Smells like opportunity.
They told my cat to get flocked, chat. Well, they stunned it. They haven't told it to get flocked yet. This only has 4 temporary powers, so if they don't tell the cat to flock off here, we will get to have a 6-3 still. Avatar Gem, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel. They wouldn't deny if they had flock. That's a good read. They're just playing that out there to use their mana efficiently. Also triggers this. I like it. It's a decent pickup. If we can dodge a second Lee Sin, we can dodge a ball here. Alright, so we're dead. We have died. Good chat. Hope everybody had fun. Maybe they don't have 2 spells to give him Challenger and Barrier. For good measure, for people that haven't seen this, people that haven't seen Lee Sin, it's been a couple patches. Oh, do they not have another spell?
Carry your own gear. What's that you got there?
Wow, lucky. They don't have another spell. Look at that. Sometimes lucky. Rummage! Rummage! No, we can't. And honestly, so like, games like that are what really make me wish they'd adjust Lee Sin a little bit, because he's a good playable card without the ability to combo kill you and make you feel awful like you lost a game out of nowhere. Lee Sin's been unplayable since the nerf. Well, Lee Sin was used in a number of lineups that did well in the regionals, and is more than fine. I'm gonna mulligan that one, keep my 2-3-4 curve here. There are a lot of landmarks running around. So, reasons why I'm playing Noxious Guillotine. Noxious Guillotine has synergy with Sump Dredger. It triggers my augment cards. And you know what the best answer to a landmark is? Killing your opponent. You reducing your opponent's light nexus total to 0 is a good way to deal with their landmark. Oh yeah, I'm also playing Aftershock. Actually, I actually forgot about that one, but yeah, I also have that. Even if I wasn't playing this card, I think Guillotine's better because of the synergies it has us.
We weren't expecting callers.
King Punk's never gonna hit. I'm gonna ditch him. Might be right to keep him as a blocker. we'll get to get Viktor down next turn. Then the following turn we can go cat plus play Viktor's card. And then we can cat the following turn and play Viktor's other card and be in a pretty good spot. Get to start getting the elusives in. Opponent is very sad they don't have Nightfall enablers. Hey, that's a good one too. Swing low, shark chariot. Come along to carry me home. So this is guaranteed to see this. The question is, do I want to let them level Kalista? I think the answer is no. I think I take a slightly bigger hit here. I guess they're a glimpse deck. Now I'm gonna block. So there could be merit. There could be merit to trying to not level this so I can aftershock kill it, but my opponent's deck has a lot of ways to sacrifice things, so I think there's a good chance if I don't, yeah, exactly. I think there's a good chance if I don't block, they level this anyways with me blocking one thing, so I should just choose to preserve my life total against their Endure Atrocity deck. Who killed Kalista instead of playing the cat. Now I think I just want to get proactive here. I think we're gonna be in an okay spot to race here. I've got two blade fragments here. I get to drop the cat, play the Hexacore upgrade, play some blade fragments, and then smack them, and then hopefully they're dead on my following attack to the cats. We just got to survive one more combat step out of them, basically.
Their ideas stagnate.
Spell Thief is very good. Afro Show, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the channel.
Behold me now, hairless apes.
All evolution will converge to machines.
One elusive Viktor, please. Now, I don't think you have to have Dragon's Kick recall its target, but you could remove it from combat. Quick Attack will do too. Quick Attack means we can attack in with impunity here. I could have given him Quick Attack anyways. We can Quick Attack this one and get it there. Death Ray. I don't think so. We've had it played against us. It's a very quick beam animation. So this is +4 attack. This is +2 attack, so that's going to be 6 on top of our 5, so we're cracking them for 11 elusive this turn. We're cracking them for 11 elusive, and they probably need to double chump block. They, like, at least need to single chump block. Yeah, we've got some good amount of reach in hand as well here. Shiny Finder, thanks for the follow. Good morning. Okay, so now if they drop Endure, we get to Aftershock them and then Mystic Shot them, right? Okay, so it's important that I block so I'm not dead to Atrocity here. So, this thing that Kalista is linked to takes damage for her. Lose to Mark plus Atrocity. That's a good thought. Usually Endure doesn't play Mark. Mark is more of a fearsome aggro card. But yeah, perhaps it's right to double block and play around the, play around that. Keeping this alive is better in the event that they have, a way to gain life, though. Yeah, like keeping this alive here is much better in the event of this, right? Yeah, I think I'm actually supposed to play some treasure here.
Behold me, ow! Hairless apes!
Hairless apes. Air just did. I think it's right, so the previous turn, I made decisions to play around Atrocity, and I think it's right to develop my board there a bit, because it's not like they have anything like a Sajani or the 3-1 that freezes something when it comes into play, like they were in Allegiance deck. So I think it's correct to develop there so that way they can't use Atrocity to kill my only thing to prevent lethal. Alright, burn deck chat. Mulligan appropriately. In fact, I think I'm just gonna full mulligan here, looking for 1s and 2s. Found A2 at least. These are not super excited. It could have been right to keep my Sump Dredger and mulligan the other 3 looking for a 2.
Nothing like the great outdoors. Armed and ready. Sting.
What you looking for?
What you looking for?
What do we have here?
Tradesies.
Sure about that? Just borrow it.
I was born in battle and raised by war.
Easiest block of my life.
You will not break me.
Do Chempunks ever hit? Not often, but they're still good just as a 3-2. Cheap things that block fearsome units are good. So, Mach 1 gets to murder Teemo here. Yeah, they also force a lot of trades.
I did my best.
I forgot to attack. I clicked through it.
Mentalist perfection.
I'm gonna blame chat. I was reading chat.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Genius in action.
Oh, this is a fast spell. I could have played this first, right? Probably doesn't matter. Noxian Fervor. Definitely gonna Mystic Shot a Noxian Fervor.
Focused improvements.
Alright, 1 life steal, please, Victor.
Brilliant design. Ingenious.
I got ways to find me mushrooms. Won't find better this side of the sun.
Electroplating completed. Analyzing approach.
Hey.
No refunds.
Okay, so we're at 9.
Frailty.
Maybe you need a closer look.
Can Victor get Ephemeral? I don't believe so.
I have my orders.
Yes, of course.
I don't believe he can get the same keyword twice either. I'm gonna play this as a gain 1.
I got the goods.
Electroplating completed. Always forward.
Thanks, Burn Dick.
A vision of progress.
Didn't even high roll the life steal, chat. Didn't even high roll the life steal. Teemo Draven, probably, and only Victor then. Victor had the scout keyword Dodem design, so if my opponent hadn't conceded, I was gonna get to attack with everything there. This is probably another burn matchup, huh? Could be right to mulligan this looking for another 1. This is gonna reforge though and give some treasure something to cycle. Huh? Yeah, I'm gonna play this because if they have a 2-mana 3/2, I want to be able to trade into it. Maybe they're not playing a burn deck. Could be more of a mid-range brew. Teemo usually means something more aggressive, though. I think we just play Riven so we can start reforging, right?
To wield a weapon. The heart and mind to aim its strike.
The time of machines is now.
Nothing like the great outdoors.
I sense their power.
Analyzing approach.
They want to trade an axe here. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, they chose not to trade Teemo for my 3-1 here, so they're signaling that this is valuable to them.
The party has arrived.
Ingenious.
I can do this.
I think we just want to get the bot down here, right? So I've got all of this draw discard in my hand.
Our goals are greater than petty violence. Obsolete.
I think I'm gaining 3 here. I have Pharaon in my hand, so I think I'm kind of favored as the game goes long. Yeah, preserving my life total here seems real good. Hey, could be right to Hex Core upgrade aggressively here to try and high roll lifesteal.
Can you improve perfection? You still cling to flesh and fur?
Even the greatest mind likes pets.
Okay, they are just a burn deck. They just had a slow start.
I'm ready. Energy core upgrade.
Probably did here.
Perfection.
Gosh, we're so close.
Safety disengaged.
Gosh, if I... Wait, are they dead? They're dead, right? They go block, block, and take 10? Oh no, they have an elusive. Damn it. Damn it. I forgot Teemo's elusive.
Now we're cooking.
Push on without me.
Rats. Yeah, we have a bunch of draws if Mystic at Mystic Shot if they try and kill us. We've got five draws.
Prime and ready.
Nailed it. Just like we drew it up. Beating the burn deck without ever high rolling lifesteal on Viktor feels real good. Yeah, this deck seems sweet. Both the new champions are great. Let's take a peekaboo here, huh? I think I'm pretty happy with what we're doing here. One of the things I'd like to highlight is that, like, looking at the curve of this deck, we're really trim here, right? Like, our entire deck costs 4 or less, sans our pair of Daddy Pharaon here at the top end of our curve. Rummage and Sump Dredger provide a very reasonable amount of card selection. We also have, like, a decent mix of flexible answers between Mystic Shot, Guillotine, and Aftershock. The fact that these double up as reach is also really good. Blade Squire is probably one of the most unimpressive cards in the deck, and honestly, with things like the burn deck becoming popular, I don't think I would get rid of this card. I think one change I would probably make after playing through that set is, I think I might go down a Guillotine or an Aftershock and go up the third Mystic Shot. The quick speed or fast speed interaction is really valuable in combination with reach, and just being more efficient is really valuable. But overall, I think I was pretty happy with what this was doing. The augment package felt very reasonable, sneaking in kills with Nyandroid or Riven. One piece of really notable synergy is Riven is really good with these augment cards, not only because Reforge is generating things that trigger augment, but, like, one issue Viktor and Ballistic Bot can have is you don't have a way to punch through once they get big, and the Reforge package giving you ways to give these Overwhelm to punch through for finishing amounts of damage felt really good. So yeah, really just good synergies, good curve, reasonable interaction, couple powerful top end finishers that you can filter through to get to. But like we had a winner here.